CF is exceptional in many ways. One of them is that I don't think we've had the same issues in our recent history that most other places have. And so I was coming into an environment where we had the first Latino mayor in the history of the city, where we were moving towards a quote-unquote majority-minority council. And so the change had already started in the city. And I think the way that people tend to talk about Rhode Island, you know, the small place where you can have a big change, is exactly the same way that I think about and live and breathe Central Falls, right? So our biggest weakness, our size in some ways, is also like our greatest strength. And so when I was getting out there, I was seeing my students' parents, their cousins, their uncles, their aunts, my students themselves, my former wrestlers, and so when the opportunity came up, I didn't have that same kind of like, oh, people coming at me. In fact, people were really excited, and when someone introduced me, they were like, oh, we've had our first Latino mayor, we've had our first like Puerto Rican council person, Cape Verdean council person, now we'll have our first councilman with a grill. And so, and like I said, we had already started that momentum, and we're just keeping it moving. And when I announced to my now opponent that I was going to be running for her seat, I did get a little bit more pushback. But I told her, I said, look, you know, if you have better ideas, then I think you deserve to win. If not, I think I'm going to beat you. And so I think that's the kind of conversation we should be having. I'm glad what you guys talked about in the slideshow was about issues. And people clearly care about issues. If we can keep the conversation about issues and not like who took a ticket first and got in line to be in this seat, then I think we can beat everybody who's been in there just laying duck for decades.